What's going on, you guys? My name is Shiraz Ahmed, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Roth IRAs for Canadian residents, so stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. So what do you do with your Roth IRA account if you're planning or have already moved to Canada? Today we'll do a little bit of a deeper dive into this account type, but if you're looking for information on other accounts like a 401k, traditional IRA, etc., please be sure to check out some of my other videos. I'll put a link to them above. They are also super important topics, so I do encourage you to check them out. First of all, don't be worried, don't panic. You don't need to close down your Roth IRA or even liquidate it when you move to Canada. This is probably the biggest misconception and fear that people have when moving over the border, that I have to get rid of these accounts when I move here. Now, unfortunately, managing these existing accounts can't be done just by anybody here in Canada. Only specific advisors and financial institutions that are licensed in the United States can actually hold these for you. So you could theoretically have your US brokerage firm keep these investments for you when you move. That is, of course, assuming that the US firm is allowed to keep you once you become a Canadian resident. Sadly, the vast majority of these firms are not adequately licensed to maintain US retirement accounts for Canadian residents. This actually includes Roth IRAs. Now, assuming you found a US financial institution to keep you, you can actually keep the tax benefits associated with the Roth IRA. You just need to file a one-time treaty exemption before the deadline. You need to do this once for every Roth account that you actually hold. The deadline is April the 30th on the year after you become a Canadian resident. Now, if you retain the services of a cross-border CPA or accountant, and you should, they can actually help you file a treaty election form. Now, should you forget to do this or you omit this part and end up contributing to the account as a Canadian resident, you can actually ruin the tax-free growth for Canadian tax purposes. Now, if you're anything like me, you hate paying unnecessary taxes, so this is an important piece to get right the first time. And when in doubt, this is specifically why you should speak with a qualified cross-border CPA. Now, as long as you continue to follow the US rules regarding Roth IRAs, and you don't make any contributions as a Canadian, you can actually keep the account's tax-exempt status on a go-forward basis. Now, outside some of the tax-related nuances of having these accounts, having a Roth in Canada is similar to having any other IRA account when it comes to the investment selections that are available. There are actually some specific types of securities that are prohibited, but this applies for any account type. So non-residents really shouldn't own things like US mutual funds or US municipal bonds, etc. And for the most part, the rest of the US investable universe is pretty much good to go. However, if you're ever in doubt on what's okay for you, this is specifically why you should speak with a qualified cross-border financial professional, as they can help you sidestep some of these potential issues that may arise. Now, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. It's part of a series that I've been doing on taking a deeper dive into specific account types and how to manage them when there's some cross-border related activity. It's something that we're uniquely positioned to talk about, especially considering this is what I do all day, every day as a cross-border wealth manager. It's an area that can actually be surprisingly difficult to find accurate and up-to-date information on these topics. And that's part of the reason why I've been making them on my end. Now, if you're interested in finding out more about any specific account type or what to do when you're moving, I'll put my contact info at the end of this video. Please feel free to drop me a line. And if there are any topics that you want me to cover, I'd be happy to cover them in a future video. If you've been appreciating the content that I've been creating, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button, as it really does help me out. And if you hit the bell icon, you'll be notified the next time I upload a piece of content. Until next time, stay safe out there, you guys, and take care. Bye for now.